Good evening and welcome to the finals of YCS Prague 2017 number 2. It's a new season, it's a new metagame. Many things have changed since the last time we've been in Prague. Also since the last time we have been at the YCS, even though that was just 4 short weeks ago in London. The story of the weekend is 1,027 players showed up yesterday morning. That meant we had 4 more players we needed to play 8 rounds of Swiss. Some people weren't that happy about that. You, of course, get to see 1 more round, so that was cool for you guys. You can check out even more content. We're going to take a quick look at the country breakdown, so you can see how that story unfolded over the course of the weekend. So, what I find the most interesting, to be honest, is we have 20 or less players from the Czech Republic, which is ironic. I mean, we got a pretty large tournament in Prague, but for some reason, we don't have that many players from the Czech Republic joining this tournament. And I know for a fact that they have a local scene. So what would cause a player not to enroll in this tournament?
Might be nerves, to be honest. Like, you've got this huge event. You think, oh, am I actually good enough? Do I have the cards? And you may like to actually... I've watched the stream quite a bit, and I don't think I'm up to par. Decide maybe I'm actually just going to go to my locals this weekend and watch. Maybe I'll swing by, just do some trades, but not necessarily register for the main event. I imagine a lot of players would have came here, even if they didn't actually enroll.
But at least the story has spread that Prague is a great location to have a tournament. So many players from other countries made the trip, and let's take a look at how that unfolded at the end of day 1 / the start of day 2. Now we are down to just 256 players. Germany's still in the lead, but that makes sense because they had more than 500 players. 400 out of those didn't make the cut. Italy, 35 out of 107 made it to day 2. That's a really good conversion rate. And speaking of conversion rates, 9 players out of 22 players from Greece made it to day 2. That's also pretty good. Let's quickly look at the top 32. That is still Germany in the lead, but no longer 50%. Actually, they were never 50%. No, they weren't. So I think in relative numbers, this is pretty much the same, except that the UK was actually up in relative numbers.
Yeah, massively.
So this was, I think, the highest that the UK has been all weekend in terms of relative numbers.
Yeah, apart from this weekend, of course.
Yeah, this weekend, just this weekend. I think when we had the tournament in the UK, they were doing a little bit better.
Yes.
Just a little bit. And, well, then if we actually look at the bracket, which I'm going to bring up later, you guys are going to see that all the Germans were on one side of the bracket and all the other guys were on the other side of the bracket. So the odds were stacked kind of pro and against the German players at the same time. The other story, of course, is the deck breakdown. So this is what happened after that cut to the Spyral deck, kind of. Like, they couldn't access the entire suite that they had in London. Matt, you can maybe explain us that a little bit better?
Certainly. So back in YCS London, you had access to 3 copies of Quick Fix, 3 copies of Spyral Gear Drone, and you were using machine duplication, which was giving you access to a ridiculous number of options from your extra deck or your main deck, and it also gave you many more recovery options should your opponent use a single hand trap to try and interrupt your turn. You had more options to then just keep going. So you force your opponent to essentially run 2 hand traps to stop your turn. That got nerfed significantly for the last Forbidden Unlimited list, which then allowed room in the format to allow Trickstar, Pendulum Magician to come up. The surprise factor was the ABC deck that did really well in YCS San Diego last weekend. We had that on our list of top 4 decks to watch. One of the decks that we didn't have that we should have had would have been this Lightsworn deck we're going to be looking at.
Speaking of which, you can see Lightsworn is in the other category. It's hiding somewhere in there. At the start of day 2, Lightsworn, 7 players made it. So in terms of relative numbers, Lightsworn was a very good choice for this weekend, because out of the few players that picked the deck, 7 made it into the second day. In terms of relative numbers, again, Spyrals, all the other decks pretty much were standing their ground. We don't see a lot of shifting around, so Lightsworn is the one story here.
Yeah, pretty stacked.
And then going into the top 32, of course, we have 50% Spyral, which won Matt the price of... you should really start a fortune-telling business.
I'll keep it in mind. Yeah, should I require the additional revenue?
Actually, the other category, there's one unknown deck in there, which was Fabio, who just lost to Raphael Nevin. He was also playing Spyral, so actually it's 17 Spyrals. Just to correct that. Other than that, again, Lightsworn with 2 players in the top 32. It's not that I always have to be right. It's just I try to point out the facts. Pendulum Magician in relative numbers was now dropping a bit. Trickster was actually a bit up in relative numbers. Pendulum Magician was down a little bit. So that's something to keep in mind here. And then if we look further, it's going to be more and more Spyral. Although, of course, in the finals, what we're having here is Lightsworn. On the left-hand side, that's Elias Stahlberg from Germany against the last Spyral player, Raphael Nevin. So we don't want to take anything away from Elias Stahlberg. He just beat Joshua Schmidt in the semi-finals.
Quite a scalp to be taken, and we saw from his previous season match win percentage, he's an extremely strong player. And he's going up against a player who's pretty strong himself, Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael Nevin is a player that has a reputation that is much worse than his actual performance, because whenever we featured him, or at least whenever we used to feature him, he didn't do all that well. So Luke has the numbers in front of him.
Yeah, both of their win ratios are within 0.5%.
Okay.
Really? Okay, so
Yeah.
this is a very even match then.
Yeah,
Evenly matched.
Elias is 70.58.
Well played.
And Raphael is 70.51.
Wow.
So it's like less than 0.1%.
Okay. So statistically speaking, there is no chance to tell who's going to come out on top.
Nope.
In case you're wondering, we earlier had the cool feature where we showed you guys what the pros are thinking about these decks. We have been talking about Spyral a couple of times. However, we're going to upload all of those videos to YouTube, so you can see what Lorenzo Roma, Thomas Rose, and JY, I don't remember. Sharif, thank you so much, from the UK, thought about all the decks in the format that we were expecting. They didn't talk about Lightsworn for understandable reasons. So you can find that on YouTube later on today and check out what they had to say about those decks.
That's 42 videos that we actually did with those guys. So you've got a lot of content to see. The main matchups in the format, the mirror matches, and the actual the 4 decks that we were expecting to be the biggest profiles this weekend.
And a big thank you to these 3
guys.
They
did great work.
They did absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, I think we've talked about both of these decks. Lightsworn, people know what to expect. It's a grass looks greener, 60 cards. If he rips that card from the top, good times. Raphael Nevin, we have seen him go through ups and downs. Today it's only been ups, so let's see if he can do it one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. This is the finals. Here we go. Raphael Nevin on the left.
It all
with
comes down
Spyral.
to this. I believe the judges mentioned that Raphael would be starting.
Yep.
Oh,
So
so
he started Gofu.
so Elias is the one who won the die roll.
And then makes his opponent
Go first.
Spyral Reloaded go first.
Yeah, and Raphael is nervous. Like, I'm not meaning this in a bad way, but just look at his face. He has been here before in the feature match. Today he's been here twice. Both times he won, so he should feel a little bit better, but he looks a little bit nervous right now.
It's as far as he's come before, so let's see if he can take it all the way. I think the noise-cancelling headphones helps a lot here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you don't have the stress of actually hearing the crowd reaction.
Yeah, and Elias is going, like, he's taking it to the next level. Even Joshua Schmidt was probably scared when he was sitting across from him with that cap deep in the face. He doesn't even need shades. I can see nothing what's going on in his face here. All right.
Gofu coming down.
Raphael goes first, and despite his deck building that indicated that he wants to go second, he's got a good hand to go first.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
well,
Gofu alone
two of those cards,
pretty good.
not so great. Evenly Match and Psyframe Gamma in his opening hand, which now that he's committed the Gofu to the field, has massively reduced the impact of both of these cards.
Yeah.
So
still, if there was going to be a card that you wanted to get going first in this deck, Gofu is the one. Right?
Yeah, it is. If you need somebody to agree with you, just look at me. I cannot, like there's no tomorrow. We don't see that much disruption on Elias' side, which is good news for Raphael, in case you're a Raphael fan.
Yeah.
Speaking
5 monsters on turn 1.
yeah. This is pretty good in times of Link monsters. Actually, I think this has been pretty good in all the times of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just, yeah. Okay. So we don't see Raphael kicking into the next gear yet. He's taking his time. That means he hasn't won yet. Raphael is the player with the worst poker face out of all the players that played in this tournament this weekend. Maybe if somebody is like 13 years old, just picked up the game, he might be giving him a challenge, but that's the only challenge there is in this entire tournament. And in case you're wondering, Elias Stahlberg was just going up against Joshua Schmidt in the semifinals. I asked Joshua what happened, and he just said, I bricked. So it's not trying to take anything away from Elias, but...
It sounds like Joshua didn't really draw any cards to make any plays with.
Something like that.
That is super unfortunate, but...
it happens.
Unfortunate. I just made a word up. Unfortunate.
Yeah, but Joshua was happy because he collected quite a few points for advancing to the World Championship.
Yeah.
Which is entirely different story, but yeah. All right, Raphael is going places.
All right, it's a bit of a weaker field here.
Yeah, I like the 5 monsters more. He likes the Link monster more. Kind of understandable, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I
We've
mean,
got
that
Pot of
Ghost Ogre-
Desires and 2 Charge of the Light Brigades for Elias.
Yeah, that Ghost Ogre was pretty devastating, actually.
No, the Ghost Ogre was less effective than what Ash Blossom would have been in that
Yeah, that's
situation.
Giant Rex.
Giant Rex.
I thought the Dino deck was out of competition.
Giant Rex goes extremely well with Fairy Tale Snow. When it's banished, you can summon this card, and then you can use it as a material.
Yeah, or attack with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
So
want to
pretty
do that.
strong
Yeah,
attack
just
as
not
well.
directly.
What do you mean?
They cannot
They
attack
just can't
directly.
do it, really.
Oh, right, the first sentence.
Yeah, but you're using it as a material.
I was
more
like
often
in the middle of the card text, and then, yeah, of course, I forgot about the first sentence. All right. So that's a really good start for Elias, actually, with those charges, with that pot. I mean, he didn't play the pot yet, but would be weird if he didn't.
Yeah, he's getting to it.
So Raphael really doesn't like to start. Just imagine if Raphael was going second with that evenly matched.
Yeah,
And
he
a
would've-
Psy frame
Oh,
Gamma.
Mizuki. Oh, and the other pot of another pot of desires. 2 Mizukis. That's strong.
Yeah, he's got to get Wolf because he already sent the other Raiden to the graveyard. Yeah, double Mizuki. Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah, we actually
pretty extraordinary.
in terms of nicknames, Elias is known as the Executioner so far.
And he's got he's got a Uni-Zombie in his hand. He's got the 2 Mizukis to now work with as well.
Yeah,
Oh.
we've seen him earlier going up against Trickster, who is known to rip your hand basically, and he was able to summon 3 Omegas to just get rid of the entire hand of the Trickster player. So I would not be surprised if there's another beatdown coming.
2 new cards being picked up. There are 2 monsters. I think one of them was Cyframe Driver. Yes.
Yep, that's the one that's
So-
popping up on the app.
Yeah, I mean, he was going through
And
quite a lot of his deck.
Max C. Okay.
Oof. This is shaping up really, really nicely for Elias Stahlberg.
Yeah, the Sleeper is the only interaction that Raphael has. He also has Deco Talker if there's a targeting effect being played, but less likely to come up.
Mm.
This is incredibly safe.
This one Uni-Zombie is going to cause so much havoc.
Yeah, like all the pieces are falling into places where
Yeah.
Elias wants them to.
We've not seen snow, though.
Not yet, yeah. And so he did activate the pod, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he did, of course, yeah. Do we know what's Spanish? No.
I have no idea. but
Okay.
Luke might.
Maybe we have to ask the judges. Maybe
What's
they can.
banished?
Yeah.
Generally, if there's anything of note, they will tell me.
Okay.
So they didn't tell me anything, so maybe
Nothing of note. Okay, actually, we can see him look through his deck. Just briefly.
Yeah, I saw Trick Clown still.
I'm pretty certain I saw Snow there. But those 2 Mizukis in the graveyard. But do they have any targets yet? Okay. I mean,
Well, they can you just target Mizuki.
so many cards in the
Yeah,
graveyard.
Mizuki
Okay,
can target
I just take
Plus,
that.
Ghost
question.
Ogre and Snow Rabbit is a zombie, isn't it?
Yeah, Winter Cherries is the zombie.
Winter Cherries is the zombie, sorry. Yeah, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit is a psychic monster. You play it with Emergency Teleport, my
Yep.
mistake. But you do have Synchro potential here. And he increased the level of Spyral Sleeper, so he's looking at 7 here.
That's interesting.
Is he playing any crazy 7s there, Matt?
Black Rose Dragon? is what's the option that's most likely. Because the Deco Talker and the Sleeper will both get cleaned out.
We haven't seen that for a while.
Wow,
Black Rose
what
Dragon.
a blowout. Who needs evenly matched when I can use a Black Rose Dragon to wipe the
And
board?
now I have 2 Mizukis in my graveyard to play with.
Yeah, and a battle phase.
And a battle
Don't
phase,
forget about that battle phase.
Only zombies can attack, though.
Right, but I think is that too much of a problem for him right now?
Yes.
Yes?
It certainly slows down his potential to end the game here. But now, Raphael has access to his evenly matched because he has no monsters.
And Gamma.
And only zombies can attack.
Right.
So if Elias commits full in, he can only
Oh my god, we could see Gamma first stopping
Is it only
something.
zombies can attack if you
Yeah.
use its effect?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's right. We can double
It's
check on it.
because he has 2 effects, isn't it? They both apply the same restriction.
I think only one of them applies.
With
that
one from the deck, so Unizombie just over here.
You can target one face-up monster on the field, discard 1 card, and if you do, increase the target's limit by 1. You can target 1 face-up monster on the field. Monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of this turn, except zombie-type monsters. Also send 1 zombie-type monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, increase that target's level by 1.
All right, so it's got to be a zombie OTK here, otherwise Raphael does have evenly matched. He does have access to Gamma,
Yep.
but if he uses the Gamma, he can't use the evenly matched.
Well, he can because they'll get banished in the end phase, won't they?
But you've got to use the evenly matched at the end of the battle phase if you're going to use it from your hand.
Oh, you mean during your the
Yeah.
opponent's turn? Yes.
So he only has access to Gamma in main phase 2, and then Raphael needs to top deck something.
Yeah. Unless he waits to, he can play Gamma this turn and then evenly match during his own turn, if he wishes to.
This is true.
This is definitely not the worst option.
No, I think right now.
Babushka, yeah, well, Elias is holding all the cards in the world.
Yeah, why would he? Why would he try and commit when he doesn't have to?
He's got like Maxi and stuff as well, so it's.
We've actually seen him before playing patiently, I think.
Yeah.
So no
Big
Spyral gear,
red.
big red, yeah. So not what Raphael was hoping for, and he passes immediately back to Elias. So now no restrictions for Elias Stahlberg. He can
Desires.
attack with whatever he wants to attack with.
And he's drawing another part Desires.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really strong for Elias.
Yeah. Oof. So we might see a blowout by Elias Stahlberg here. We might. Don't wanna
Get our
spill the
hopes up.
beans. Okay, here's the pot. It's like he's asking a judge. Did you also count 10?
Ghost Ogre, Trick Clown. Didn't see the rest.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks for trying.
I tried. I started listing them as soon as I could see them.
Yeah. Left arm offering. It's now
Yes,
added. Has been added
useless.
to his hand,
It's less effective now that he's already played 2 parts.
and he does have a snow in hand now. Just in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
So, such a slow approach with such a big advantage.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can he not push, or does he not want to push?
I think if he's going to go, he wants to go and make it a finishing blow.
He may have considered his odds and realized that he's not got enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
And running into evenly matched would be disastrous. So now that Baguska's got no materials, he's going to maybe push a little with it.
The interaction between Baguska and
got Soul
Gamma,
Charge.
there's basically no interaction there, right?
No.
No. Right. Okay. Well, Soul Charge would steal another battle phase from Elias. So interesting. He's like the most pacifistic player I've ever seen.
I'm unsure as to why Raphael maybe didn't play Gamma there on the
Raiden?
around the Raiden. Yeah, just because this is really scary. I feel very scared right now.
Maybe now.
Yeah, well,
So
so
38
Stone's not gonna have an
plus
effect.
No, he just
17?
eats it.
3850 plus 17.
Okay, first push, first blood in the finals of YCS Prague. Elias Stahlberg moving in with 3 monsters. Raphael Nevin is going to be left with something like 2,000 life points after all of those attacks connected. And the question is, oh my god,
550.
550, yeah, much lower. What's the big attacker here?
No, he'd already taken 1800 earlier.
Right, okay.
Elias
so
immediately searches to see, do I have enough snow? Evenly matched. Okay.
Evenly matched. Okay, well, it's trying. This could be.
Keep the snow, right?
I keep raiding.
Raphael draws another really good card, can he go crazy next turn? As a Max C in Elias's hand, but
Yeah,
doesn't
He takes that challenge 100%. But the thing is I think you've got to keep the snow, so if it gets removed, you can then bring it back to disrupt your opponent.
But I'd say just get rid of Raider, and then you're going to mill an extra 2 cards with the potential of using snow again.
Yeah, but if you want snow, just keep snow.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
is
he is going to keep snow.
This is the logic he follows as well.
Yep.
And
Unless he banished another snow already from Pot of Desires, then maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we don't really have all the information.
Go, Raphael. Draws Maxi. Oh, that's not going to get in there.
That's one turn
He
too
has
late.
got big red, and he does have Last Resort in his hand, so he can make a double helix.
Yeah.
That's almost no graveyard though. And double helix on its own is not going to turn this around.
Nice. You can go Spyral Agent Tough. Nope, decides set. And which turns off his Gamma. I think Raphael should have maybe just tried to go
Yeah.
all in there if he was going to do anything. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not going to make a difference.
Lone
So-
Fire Blossom.
It's up to Elias to wrap things up
he was
here.
going to lose probably either way, but I think
Yeah,
I may have
still.
just took the chance to win.
Okay, so Elias is bringing out. He's reviving the dinosaurs. He's like
Yeah.
true king of resurrection, basically, bringing back zombies and dinosaurs. Yeah, and he's just gonna add insult to injury here, even though this whole thing was already heavily tilted in his favor. He just goes even bigger with his deck, and I think we're gonna see Elias Stahlberg taking the first game, claiming the lead over Raphael Nevin
Yeah,
from
this
the
attack's
Netherlands.
100% successful, and then snow.
Yeah, what's there to think about here? There's nothing to think
No,
about. He just
it's
shows snow, and Raphael is waiting if he can count to 7. That's new sort of challenge. Player can count to 7. But there's
Gamma.
Gamma. It's Gamma, yeah. Don't forget about Gamma. And what about Maxi? No Maxi.
That's getting negated, so.
Yeah, so why?
He's just
Should
gonna
he have dropped
chain
Maxi
with snow.
earlier? Shouldn't he have dropped Maxi?
Raphael?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could
Yeah,
have
I
probably.
think he was no longer really paying attention at this point.
Yeah, same.
But before the Exceed Summon?
Yeah, he could have done it before they exceed someone.
Okay, I think Raphael has kind of given up, but regardless, we're gonna see what happens here. Ken Snow just gonna do it again, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
changed. Gamma was used, and then snow was chained the second time.
Okay, I see.
And
now he's just seeing if he can count to 7 again, with
Yep.
all the cards in his hand and graveyard. Yeah, monster on the field. But then he doesn't get rid of Gamma.
No, Gamma stays. Raphael is still living.
Is that the correct play then?
Well, Raphael is going to live at this point.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
mean for Elias?
Yeah, for Elias, of course. Yeah.
I think Elias is fine either way. Like,
Yeah.
Raphael is top decking. So, yeah, well, he
Draw
gets his
from Maxi
Maxi, and then
because
he
of
gets
the
his
summon.
draw for his turn.
Then Gamma activates. Gamma's got a special summon at the same time. Yes. Yeah, Chainlink 4 is Maxi, then Chainlink 3 is Snow. Chainlink 2 is Gamma. Chainlink 1 is the first Snow.
And the first snow effect gets negated.
Yeah.
Okay, if he had dropped the Maxi earlier, he would have at least one more card in hand.
Yeah.
That would have been good. But
Well, maybe Elias just passes if he
yeah,
or attack without the without Tornado Dragon.
who knows?
Spiral Resort and Spiral Mission Assault, I
Yeah,
think.
I thought it was Assault as well.
Does he even have any targets?
Well, he
The
can...
sleeper.
The sleeper?
Resort. He's not got. He's not,
He
there's
plays
no-
Resort, he's going to get destroyed by a Tornado Dragon.
Yeah, then that's it. Effect of the Tornado Dragon.
Yeah, Raphael is still hesitant. That means he's not winning.
Yeah, he's picking up his cards.
There we go. Elias Stahlberg wins the first game. I mean, Clutch, obviously, he allowed Raphael to go first. That made a big
He
difference.
put Raphael in a
Yeah.
position where Raphael started with 2 cards that he wanted in his hand going second, and then was unable to get anywhere with that because he was playing with 3 cards. He puts up a little bit of an offense and gets cleaned out by Black Rose Dragon, which gives a little bit of hope to Raphael, who has the evenly match and the Gamma, which he can now play. But he's at this point so far behind, all he has is disruption and absolutely no way of actually getting back into the game after disrupting his opponent. So Raphael losing the dice roll and being put in an unfavorable position by Elias puts him 1 game behind in the finals of YCS Prague.
Yes. So the big question is what's going to happen now. I mean, obviously, Raphael wants to go second, right?
Yeah,
Is there any debate to be had about this?
No. Raphael, he said in his interview, I want to play second.
Yeah.
So he's going to build his deck to go second here.
That's quite scary though. If Elias starts with like triple Omega, could be a complete.
Does Raphael play Omega in his extra deck?
No. So.
Oh yes.
So he can get it with...
Oh, he actually added it very late, but yeah.
Yeah, it was right at the end.
He can get it with Winter
Winter
Cherries.
Winter Cherries, yeah.
Oh, that would be.
Is there any other level 8 synchro monsters in there? Well, Omega's the most efficient because it leaves the extra deck zone after it's done its job.
There isn't.
Okay.
Not that I
Interesting.
can see. There's Coral Dragon, obviously it's normal, Inch very normal. Yeah, no other kind of off-topic.
So we can actually see Raphael side decking a little bit. Actually, quite well. And for Elias, we can not really make anything out. Did you pick up anything, Matt? Is there something you saw that was catching interest there?
Raphael did take out the Winter Cherries, probably deciding that he doesn't need them for this matchup because he's not looking for a double helix.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw the evenly matched come out for Raphael as well, actually. But if he's intending to go second,
Yeah, that wouldn't make
I
any
would have
sense.
thought he would have gone first, unless he's determined that his opponent.
You think he's
isn't
going to
gonna
start playing mind tricks in the finals?
I feel like that's brave.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Elias trying to decide whether or not he's going in with the Solemn Warning, sorry, the Solemn Strike or the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit.
On the one hand, I would give Raphael all the credit in the world if he just abandons his game plan in this moment and says,
Yeah,
this is the
best.
finals, everything is on the line. I need to come up with something and I'm going to go first. But on the other hand, I would be so surprised, especially after he explained it to us earlier, that even with the mental advantage, it's the worst move.
Don't go back on your plan now. It's got you
Yeah.
this far.
Yeah.
To throw it all away on just a chance is.
Yeah, Elias here is putting in the 3 strikes from his side deck.
He's assuming that Raphael's going to choose to make him go first.
Yes. So that game took exactly 20 minutes.
All right. Well, they have to speed it up a little bit if they want to be able to finish 3 games in 40
luck.
minutes. Okay, there's Mind Crush, Mind Crush.
Raphael
He
chose
must
to go
be
first.
first.
Wants to go first.
Must be.
So
I mean,
he is going to go with the.
he did the mind trick. Raphael Nevin goes first. Interesting. It's a big gamble, and there's
He's got
possibly a big reward for him.
He's got double Mind Crush, 1-for-1, Spyral Tough, and Spyral Resort. That
Yeah,
is
so it's a fab hand.
super strong hand for Raphael. His opponent has
He's a
just drawn Lockbird, which the drawn Lockbird will come down after the search.
and now he knows. In a second, he knows 1 target, right, for his Mind Crush. Once the drone hits.
Yeah.
So and he's got 2 Mind Crushes.
Yeah.
He's going to see the hand.
Yeah.
Going to take out 1 card.
The problem is like those cards that he has in his hand, the only
not
one you
great
can
in
take
hand.
out is Cosmic Cycling. Like Wolf is doing nothing. Fairy Tale Snow, you don't want it in the graveyard. Mizuki,
You
you're
don't
putting it in
want
the
it.
graveyard,
Yeah.
you're helping your opponent.
Okay, but then he only Mind Crushes once for the card that he sees.
Yeah, the card that's off the drain.
Yeah, maybe he sees grass screen and says, okay, this goes to the graveyard.
He saw Wolf and was just like, that's going on top. So Wolf, Thousand Blades, Cosmic Cyclone is his draws.
So-
Actually, Elias Starbuck here is just completely bricked.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go.
It's going to be Wolf, a draw of
Oh,
Wolf.
the guys just saw it
Yeah,
as well.
that's fine. He's going to draw Wolf, call Mind Crush on Wolf. Elias is going to lose 2 cards.
I don't know if he needs
Yeah, I
to
wouldn't
Mind Crush
even- I
it.
wouldn't
You
even
think he's
Mind
not
Crush
gonna-
Wolf.
He can't do anything with the
Actually,
Wolf.
you know, you know what? Yes, he would.
He would.
Mind
For the
Crush the Wolf
information.
to guarantee, get the information,
Yeah.
and then see.
He needs
I
to
got
see the
this.
hand.
Yeah.
He's in the driver's seat. He needs more information right now.
Yeah, you know, absolutely play the Mind Crush Wolf, and then you're going to take a look and be like, okay, this is good. It's all good.
Let's see. Rafael is not flipping Mind Crush. No, he's not. That's interesting.
Because he knows the wolf can't be played, so I can understand his line here.
Yeah, I think it's
okay.
From what we know,
I
think that's the
I
thing.
can see arguments for both.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard players that say, if I know what my opponent is holding on to, I win the game.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Well, as long as it's... Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, he
he
is going to
does.
go Mind Crush.
Yes.
Wolf.
Okay.
Yes.
So there is wolf. It is the correct decision. I mean, if you have all the information, it's
Well,
always...
now he has perfect information to win the game with,
Yeah.
so yeah.
And he says...
Oh,
this
Raphael miscalls. He doesn't choose wolf.
Did
he
he go
chooses
for
evenly
grasses?
matched, I guess.
But why?
Uh,
You wait for your opponent to go to the battle phase. You have 2 Mind Crush. You just activate the first Mind Crush,
okay,
call
so
wolf.
it couldn't have been... What would he have called then?
If you have 2 Mind Crush, why don't you take the safe
The
option
guaranteed
first,
one, yeah.
so you don't lose your card in hand, then activate the second one?
He can't activate the second one now because he lost the only card in his hand.
Yeah,
If he gets wrong.
now he can't. But
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is super interesting.
I don't
wonder
get
what he
it.
chose. I mean, even with that really questionable decision to guess blindly, he's fortunately just in such a strong position that his opponent has nothing.
Okay, well, he can recover from this. Elias might not. Interestingly enough,
I really wonder what he called, to be honest.
I would guess the grass
He
is...
called evenly matched.
He did call evenly matched.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh, because
But he probably
went
said, "I'm
going to
going
battle phase. And then
yeah.
he goes, all right, Mind Crush.
but even...
That's irrelevant. You just go Mind Crush Wolf. Oh, he doesn't have evenly matched. Proceed, please.
Yes! So, yeah, that's what I said. If you have 2 Mind Crushes
agree with
and you
you.
know 1 target, you call the target.
And then you can still say, okay, that's resolved.
This
Then
is-
Mind Crush the evenly matched.
This is
Yeah.
not 4D chess. Guys, this is domino, yeah? Everybody can play this. This is not complicated.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, yeah, you don't want to pitch the wolf out of his hand, but still, like,
Yeah, I get that, but
It's
Who cares?
It's kind of like wasting a Mind Crush, but the information is more valuable than losing the card in that situation, is the argument you guys are making.
yeah, I'd rather throw away one. He just basically
Well,
threw away.
he did just mind game himself there, where
Yeah.
he says, "I enter my
Yeah.
battle phase." And it's like, yeah, I'll get your evenly
and he
matched.
did not have to. That is the point.
Yeah,
It's not just he mind gamed himself. He did not have. If he only has 1 Mind Crush face down, I agree. You do
Okay,
not
hold
call
on.
on Wolf.
Hold on, no, wait a minute. Let's roll back a little bit here. If by crazy chance that Elias has evenly matched and grass, then that was the correct play. And you would
Or left arm offering as
or
well.
left arm offering. You would immediately lose if he has those 2 cards.
Okay, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
But not the most likely point.
No, but it doesn't matter. He's about to lose a YCS.
But if he
if he
but
doesn't make
he's-
that play.
But if he has the Grasslook screener, wouldn't he just like windmill slam Grasslook screener after he drew?
No, because you want to evenly match first.
You want to evenly okay.
But it depends if you want the battle phase to
Ah.
win the game.
Okay.
I think you always
Okay,
will.
there's an argument.
But there's
to be
this
made.
is going to be enough to put the damage in.
Okay, let's agree on this. There's an argument to be made whether to play the Mind Crushers the way he did or not, but there's no argument to be made that Rafael Nevin has just tied the score and it's 1-1 in the finals of YCS Prague.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that what we can all agree on?
We can
Yeah, we
agree
can
on
agree
that.
that.
Okay,
Raphael.
so we're back in business with 1-1 between Rafael Nevin and Elias Stahlberg. And now the big question is, who is gonna go first? And Elias Stahlberg is the one who's
It's-
making that decision.
It's caught. Both of these players have been caught off guard by that.
If you see Rafael Nevin spontaneously breaking into a sweat, that's the reason why.
Where's the
He's
pulse
gonna-
cam? Someone get the pulse cam.
He's going to break his head right now. He's going to be like, what am I going to do? Matt, you watch Rafael what he's doing
I'm
with his
watching
side
the
deck.
Mind Crushers are coming out, so I think he's planning to go second.
Okay. We've looked at the side decks of these deck lists, so there's nothing that we don't know already. Like we
Hovering the Kaijus. Kaijus are coming out.
okay,
That's confusing.
So all that matters.
Surely they keep the Kaiju's in for going second.
he's confusing us. That's his goal here. He knows that we're watching very closely.
One Winter Cherry's out.
That's going to be so. That's going to be so bad if he
It's
sides
a
out
great
that
match.
Winter.
It's a great
Yeah,
match.
it is a
I'm
fantastic
very
match.
happy that we don't have pulse meters because mine would be going up like crazy
Yeah,
right now.
so would mine.
It's all right. We don't lose anything out of this
his-
either way.
His
That's-
one indicator that Rafael Nevin is gonna win is shuffling really quickly. He feels confident.
Yeah.
He's
to be honest, he's kind of like, even if he's not confident, he's like, we're just going to do this. We're just going to do this.
yeah, there's no stopping us now. All right, guys, this is it. Game number 3, the decider in the finals of YCS Prague.
Do Lightsworn come out on top and overthrow a Spyral field, or will Spyral Reloaded prove to be the most successful build of the Spyral deck and put Raphael?
I did not see.
YCS
I did not
win?
say this once the camera was rolling, but I did say this to the tech crew before we started with the finals. That Raphael Nevin's worst opponent or best opponent is himself. Only he can beat himself at this point. I think he is holding all the cards in a way.
Yeah.
But although Elias Stahlberg is putting up an excellent fight.
It's within 0.5 of their previous match win percentage. So these guys are evenly matched, as it were. And it's
what's quite strange is that I actually believe that Elias Stahlberg is more stoic. I'm going to go with the word stoic than Joshua Schmidt.
Are you kidding? He looks like the vagabond.
I call it resilient.
He does look like the vagabond.
He looks like somebody has just sent him to Raphael and he's like,
Duel
oh,
Links.
here's a challenge. I'm playing a ridiculous deck. They can just win the game out of nowhere.
He does not look very happy right now. Which Raphael, on the other hand, he looks confident.
It's that Elias has the most control over the start of this game. There's a handshake. Here they go.
Right.
Okay, I think
this is it. Every card matters. What do we see?
Gofu.
Gofu. I think there was a hand trap in Raphael's hand.
Is Raphael going first?
Yeah, actually, we don't know yet.
No, we don't.
He's got a Spyral Tough, I think.
Yeah, there's Spyral Tough, reinforcements to the army, Gofu.
There's a left arm offering, Solemn Strike performance, Tricky
Yeah,
Clown.
Elias is going to go first. He wouldn't side strikes in and then not go first.
That's
He's
true. Yeah, we saw the
He has to go first
Okay,
here.
1-for-1 reinforcement, Blackwing, Gofu.
Oh, he drew the Garnet.
Tough.
That's not a great place to start.
And Gamma as well.
If he's wait, is he going first or second?
He's going first.
He's going first.
He's going first.
The strike, he has to.
All right. He's going to go.
He's going first.
Yeah,
okay.
You have to left arm offering here.
Yeah,
just
left arm offering if he has Ash.
Just the
No,
strike.
pass.
and that's
doesn't do
it.
it.
Strike pass.
Okay.
But he's drawn Ash. Go through. It's a start.
Look at Raphael
Is he going to
Nevin.
strike?
Just watch his speed. Just watch his speed, because that's going to indicate everything right now. He's getting a little bit faster. It's like the probability that Raphael Nevin is going to win is
Go on, use the speed force.
Exactly.
Use the speed force.
It's just as high or low as his speed that he's making his plays with. I'm pretty certain that he's never given a slow play warning when he was about to win a game. Like, I'm 100% confident here.
He's thinking about it now, though. This is the thing. He
He can play for a Solemn Strike. It's the Gamma that he also needs to be aware
guys,
of.
did Elias Stahlberg, was he scared to let Raphael go first? Do you think that he was afraid that Raphael might mind trick again?
I think he was like, I can catch him. I'm sure he's going to do it.
He's got the mind crush. He knows how to go first.
Raphael said, I'm just going to make my deck the best way.
Yeah. Maybe Elias was thinking, so in the same logic that Spyral has with the whole going first, going second thing, maybe Elias was thinking, I can build my deck to be better going first than tricking him to go second. I think that was the key.
Okay. Well,
Next 3 cards, Unizombie, Pot Desires,
and
Fairy Tale
Snow. Yeah. So Raphael just making sure for a second time is that the correct card I put on top. He doesn't want to lose right now.
This is the problem, though. That this next turn, Elias Stahlberg has to then play left arm offering. He has to play it. And he's going to get stung by the Ash that Raphael just drew. He should have just taken the risk.
So it costs to banish your whole hand with the left arm offering.
Yes, it is.
So you can't Gamma the Ash.
No, you absolutely can't.
Raphael is at 100 kilometers per hour in terms of game speed. He's slowly getting there. He's slowly loading up. When is the strike being played? When is he going to activate it?
Might be looking for... The question is, do you use the Gamma to negate the double helix, or do you Solemn Strike it and hold on to the Gamma? I think the strike is more reliable in other stages of the game, so you're probably going to Gamma the double helix.
100%, I think. Yeah,
because you can't use it with left arm offering anyway.
Yeah.
So, and you can use the strike later on.
Okay. There's the Gamma. Normally, when Gamma is gone, as the Spyral player, you think, okay, I can now go for double helix, right?
Yeah.
There's like nothing stopping me now. Little does Raphael never know there is a Solemn Strike hiding in the back row of Elias Stahlberg. Maybe he does know, because that's the only card that would cause him to play Gamma first.
He cannot get to double helix now because he doesn't have 2 Spiral monsters on the field.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
completely.
And he's committed his normal summon to the drone.
Yeah, Raphael is...
We know Fairy Tale Snow is up next for Oh, no, he hasn't used his normal summon. My mistake.
No, he won for one.
Oh, he won? Yeah, 1 for 1,
won
of
for
course.
1.
Sorry, and then he used Super Agent, guessed correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now he can strike the double helix.
Yeah.
But then,
Raphael.
here's a question for Raphael then. Do you Big Red the Agent, discard the Joyous Ash Blossom, and then make another double helix? No, I guess you just don't do that because it's already been negated.
Yeah.
Is he somehow going to get rid of
He
that?
Depends what double helix says. As to whether I'd do that, Matt, what you just said. If double helix is only once per turn, like hard use, or if it's an activate, because if it gets negated, then you can still play it.
Okay. There is Big Red. Haven't seen it that many times.
Oh,
I
he
mentioned
can,
it
if he
earlier.
Big Reds, yeah, he can just take out the back row if he brings back the Agent.
And he's going to do that.
And then he can double helix.
And then he can all of that sounds very, very promising for him. Here it comes. So that
Raphael doesn't know the top card of the deck, so he's guessing blind.
didn't he?
He droned.
Yeah, he droned.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he
Gamma's
knows.
been used since, right?
Ah, good point. Good point. Yeah,
So Gamma's shuffled the deck.
Gamma's used. Yeah, he shuffled the driver.
In any way, he does cause the activation of the strike, which is probably even more important right now.
It's actually he wanted the information to make sure that his double helix goes through.
Now he's safe. This is looking
But now
like
the
it's shaping up really, really well for
risk.
Raphael Neven.
Yeah, the risk is just later though, because
Yeah, if it's a strike, he has to act.
no,
Yeah, well, he wants the
should
information
just
and he clears
not-
the strike.
No, he should just not. He should just hope that the top card is wrong, because then otherwise now he would. If the top card was wrong, he could strike and destroy double helix. Whereas the other way around, he would just have Spyral Tough instead of the double helix. Whereas now he's like guaranteed.
He could have both though.
No,
If he uses the tough, clears the Solemn Strike because he guesses correctly. The Solemn Strike is destroyed.
You guys
Then
are,
uses the 2 monsters, makes double helix.
you guys are
I think he's
way
already lost at that
too
point.
greedy.
Left arm offering on the top.
Yeah, so you got it wrong by the looks of it. Yeah, I think there's a couple of different ways that I could have gone.
But Raphael, he's pretty quick right now. He's pretty quick, and that usually means
He's
he's
ground to a halt here. There's nothing more to be done.
But he's got 2 good monsters. You're making it sound like his field is like terrible or something
No,
like
no.
that.
You absolutely do not attack the driver. You want the driver to get banished, so you can just attack over the Gamma.
He's double checking his graveyard. Is there any other follow up right now?
He could banish his drone and get back his Super Agent, but he's already used his Super Agent this
Yeah,
turn.
you could ditch the Ash to get back quick fix.
You don't want to do that when you saw the top card of your opponent's deck is left arm offering.
No.
Then you've got every chance to tag him.
So
No, I think what's actually going to happen is Raphael's going to pass. Well, yeah, attack and then pass, and then Elias is going to risk using left arm offering. It's going to get negated.
okay, so Raphael Neven is in such a comfortable position. He doesn't know right now.
He should not attack the driver. Do not put it in the graveyard.
It makes another Gamma live, but
Yeah.
he knows the next card isn't Gamma, and we know that it's not a factor. It's going to be 2 left arm offerings, Trip Clown and Garnet. Yeah, okay, yeah,
just
exactly.
attack Gamma.
Yeah, just put a ton of damage in because the Gamma was left in attack mode.
Yep.
He had the option to put that in defense mode, right?
Yeah, I don't know why he
So-
did that. I think it's got a reasonable amount of attack points, though. I'm not 100% sure.
I wonder why he did that.
Yeah, it's got 0 defense, so it's
Okay.
that means that like quick fix could get over it, for example.
Ah, yeah, sure, and he doesn't.
He'd rather that not happen, which makes sense.
Raphael passes, and it's going to force Elias into a left arm offering
Yeah, I
situation.
think this is the end of the game. He's going to play left arm offering. It's going to get ashed, and then that's going to be the handshake.
That should be it. Let's
Because
see
if
you're
he uses
correct.
his normal summon, he can't do anything else, right?
I think he can't.
I don't think he has
What's he
enough
got in
cards. Left arm. Ash, please.
And that is it.
That's gonna put. That puts Elias no cards in hand.
Fucking super terrible spot.
Yeah.
Super terrible spot. I didn't
Yeah.
say anything else. Wow. this is
Oh
really
wow!
good.
So Elias is now
He knows
Just
what's,
a-
he
just
knows
a
what's
clown.
coming. He's,
Just a
oh my
clown
god,
to
just
mock
to
him.
add insult to injury, he's got
Draws
drawn
Raigeki.
Raigeki. It's like,
Wow.
yeah. And now we can see Raphael Neven kicking into the next gear. He knows this is it. Finally, I have done it. I've been in the feature match 7 times, something like that. I won only once before this tournament. Today I'm going 3 for 3, and the last time is in the finals of YCS Prague. Here he goes. This is
Here he
his
goes.
moment.
He's got this. He's
got
finally
this.
gonna-
He's feeling
he's finally
confident.
going to take down a YCS after all this time.
Elias is making him work for it.
There it is!
There's the handshake, and
There you go. Raphael finally wins a YCS.
yeah, Raphael Nevin, your YCS Prague champion. Look at him; he's so happy about that.
You can see he just ran off, and
He's gone.
He's immediately gone.
Elias
yeah.
the Vagabond. He's not happy. He's not happy. But
Yeah, I feel sorry for him. Don't
he
get
got,
me wrong. Don't
he
get
got
me wrong.
caught by Ash.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Time for the post-match discussion.
Wow, there it is.
We couldn't help it. We got carried away in that final. That was something
really
else.
good.
If only he played left arm offering in the first turn.
Oh,
It
the
was-
mind games. The
yeah,
mind games
the
in there.
There was interesting stuff happening on the field, but what was happening in the minds of these players? There was
Yeah.
even more.
So
Starting
intense.
with Elias winning the die roll and opting to have Raphael to go first. That's the first big decision
Leaves him with
Yeah.
2 cards
And that
that are
was
not effective.
prior to the first card being played.
Yeah.
So that's already pretty big deal if you know what this deck is trying to accomplish. It tries to go second. So yeah, that's how the whole thing started. And then evenly matched doesn't do much. The one time that happens is when you go first with it, of course.
Yeah.
And Elias didn't even push right away. He did slowly but steadily increase control, increase board presence, allowed hard monsters to negate his opponent's cards and so on. And that basically just allowed him to win.
Yeah.
And that seemed like a terrible spot for Raphael to be in. Because even if he goes second for the last 2 matches, sorry, he cannot go second for the last 2 matches because it's up to Elias who goes
Elias
first.
is going to have the most control in the match on the turn order.
So everybody expects Raphael to say, okay, now I'm going to get my shot when I go second. But he doesn't. He side decks into Mind Crush. He just changes his... He even told us earlier in the interview...
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
The deck is so strong going second, even when you can gain the upper hand, like mentally speaking, with that Mind Trick going first, you don't do it because the deck is so good. He just abandoned ship, just said, no, this plan is not the correct plan
He looked him in the eye and
for
went,
the finals.
I got this.
I got
this. I'm going first.
And it worked like a
Elias
absolutely to
is like, but I watched your interview. Like, how can you
But I
change your
saw it,
mind?
exactly. How could you lie to me? I watched the interview. You were my biggest superstar. I wanted to do it like you. Yeah, so
Oh my God.
double Mind Crush. We weren't sure about the double Mind Crush. Raphael sees a wolf on top of the deck of Elias. So he draws the wolf. We're like, he could just Mind Crush here for wolf and then
Holds
get
it.
the second Mind Crush for the best card in the hand. And
I see the logic, though.
he
I see the
also
logic.
he also sees all the cards in his opponent's hand, so all of that is really good. Then again, we didn't hear it, but we know Elias says, "Enter battle phase," and those are 3 magical words when evenly matched is in the
It's
format.
just like when your significant other whispers it in your ear and you just go, oh, no, that's not, no, this is not a good night.
No, and then Raphael falls for it. He falls for it in a way. He doesn't call wolf for the first Mind Crush.
Loses
He does
his last
call
card in
evenly
hand.
matched because he's like, this is the one card that I'm losing to right now. If it's not there, he's probably pretty certain that he wins. But what happens if Grass Screener is going to be played in main phase 2?
Yeah.
So many
Because
things.
he's got no card in hand at this point to use the other Mind Crush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that didn't happen. Spoiler alert. Raphael wins the second game, goes into the third. And now we don't know exactly, but it seems like Elias was scared. Elias was a bit scared to say, you go first.
I think Raphael just goes, I'm certain he is not going to let me get away with that twice.
Yeah.
And he's
Well,
thinking,
he himself got away with that. He decided that he's going to get away with that.
yeah,
So the big question was, what do they do in the side decking part of that whole match? And then he decides, Elias decides to go first. Raphael saw that coming, perfect read. Boards out all the Mind Crushers, boards out all the cards that he doesn't need for going first, and has the perfect deck. And we saw that just work like perfection, like a clockwork.
Yeah.
And Raphael Nevin, finally your YCS champion. We waited a very long time to say that, but he got there, and we have to give him all the credit in the world.
yeah,
Absolutely.
really happy for him.
Yes, yes. And I'm very certain that the post-match interview is going to be very interesting. This guy has been excited after the semifinals. I think we need to,
Let's get him on.
yeah, let's bring him out and see what he has to say after the finals. All right, guys, we're going to be right back with that.